Oh, there we go. We're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another War and Pieces live. It's your old pal Rob, and of course, I am with none other than the Tower of Power, the man who is always sweet but never sour, the human highlight reel himself, Dan from No Enemies Here, who is our permanent co-host. Get some of that.
Thanks, Rob.
Oh, we got the Kabuk in here. I am here for bubblegum, War and Pieces, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Look at the Kabuk bringing it old school. That's our girl.
That's cool, man. Okay, so Rob, man, you said something. You said something about the show. Let's go. What did you say? Come on, I'm ready.
You're ready. Well, we got a bunch of things for you. First of all, we're here live on Board Game Geek TV. You can catch us here. Also, you can catch us on Twitch at Rob's Tabletop World. We're dual streaming right now, believe it or not. So if you don't have YouTube and you're on the Board Game Geek page, because you can see us there too, I believe, if Aldi took care of us. Nah, he forgot us. That's all right. We don't need it. But you can see us on Twitch, on Rob's Tabletop World, and of course Board Game Geek TV on YouTube. So, anyways, we've got a lot of stuff going on. I've been on a dick. Hold on. See, this is what I got to do. I got to start highlighting things. I love to highlight things. She's here for bubblegum, War and Pieces, and she's all out of bubblegum. She says hi to Dan. And hello, hey, Marcus from Germany.
Guten Abend, Marcus. Sehr gut.
There we go. We're off to a great start here. I've been on a Dick Dale kick, listening to tons of him today. Oh, look at you. I thought that was a little Roddy Piper from They Live.
I used to love Roddy Piper, man.
Roddy Piper was my boy. Oh, I made up a t-shirt. I used to just go out with a t-shirt with the Superman logo and said Hot Rod on the back. Yeah, that worked out well. Hey, Charles, how you doing from sunny San Diego? All right. So anyways, let's get right to it. War and Pieces. What are we talking about? War games. Okay. We're going to be doing something really interesting. Now, we're not doing a top 5, okay, of lock and load games. Okay. What we're doing is we're trying to see how many out of our 5 games that we really like from lock and load, and we're going to talk a little bit about them, that Dan and I match up. So when you pull up the game, don't say anything yet, because we still got a lot of show before we get to that. Okay. You're going to pull up a game from Lock and Load. You're going to say why you like it. And I'm going to pull out one of the 5 that I have here, and we'll see how many that we match and how we think. And of course, this is all about Lock and Load because they put out so much great stuff. It's ridiculous.
Too much choice.
It was too much. I was sitting here at this collection, and what a fantastic company on top of it. You know, David, all the things that he does, and I mean, you can go on about them for hours. I mean, we can make this a 4-hour show just talking about Lock and Load Publishing, yeah. how great they are. But the stuff that they've come out with, holy moly! But before we get there, okay, we're going to go over to the Board Game Geek page. Okay. Why can we do this? I'll tell you why. Because we have technology by our sides. Look at us. Huh? Roddy Piper was a hoop back in the day. I wasn't even a big into wrestling, but I liked when he did Piper's Pit. Oh man, the golden age.
Yeah.
They Live is just a great game. I mean, not game, movie. The fight is awesome. I mean, they fight for 20 minutes just to get him to wear a pair of glasses. I mean, how much more can you ask? All right. So anyways, Dan, I'm going to ask you a couple questions here. First of all, we have, all right, and if you look at, we're at the Board Game Geek. If you're unfamiliar or you have never been on this planet and you just landed, okay, Board Game Geek has one of the best websites for gaming overall. I mean, 6 million viewers a month. I mean, it's ridiculous. Okay. But we do have a section for wargaming here. Okay. And I saw some things that I thought, are you breaking up over there?
Who?
Oh, I thought you were breaking up a little
Me?
bit. Yeah, you.
Come on. Do I look like I'm breaking up?
No, you look all together.
Thanks, man.
So over here, we've got the sessions that they did. Somebody just did a thing about Combat Commander Battle Pack 6. But there's a couple of things here that I've seen here. And we have one of the best war game forums that you're ever going to find.
I think so.
And some great people that just come up with some great things. So I saw a couple of things here, and I'm going to ask you a couple questions, Dan, and I want you to answer them.
Go.
What war game did you just get this month in March 2020?
That's too easy. Come on. What do you mean, what war game? Like how many war
okay. Out of the 65 war games that you got, bro.
Huh?
After 65 war games that you got, okay? How many of them? I mean, which one really stands out that you got this month so far? We're only halfway done in the month.
You had something to do with it, Rob.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I spent money because of you. And you know what? You should get a commission. We have to work on something like this. But because you played this game, and I think I was there live when you were playing it, and you were so ecstatic while playing it, I had to get it, Rob. So I got Castle Leader by DVG.
Oh, isn't that? Oh,
that's your fault, my friend.
That's what I do.
Yeah, it hurts.
That's what I do.
It hurts, Rob.
Hey, none other than the man from BGG, Scotty Alden, is in the house here. Scott, good to see you, my buddy.
Scott, you got the Bjork face happening there with I forget the name of her song, but that's what it is.
Look, there we are. You can actually click on Board Game Geek if you happen to go to the website, and you can see Dan and myself streaming live to you. Again, we're also on Board Game Geek TV. Make sure you give them a subscribe and a like, and make sure that you check me out at Rob's Tabletop and World. And don't forget to check out Dan at No Enemies Here. He does a new show every Saturday. He has not missed a Saturday ever. All right, let's go to our next question, okay, which I saw here because they got so many interesting forums here. Board Game Geek, I tell you, what would we do without it? What was the last war game you completed, Dan?
Completed?
Yes.
RAF, the Battle of Britain. Actually, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I completed Pocket Battleships by World Forge Games. This is like a beer and pretzel game.
Right.
And you put cards down and they keep coming at you, but you don't know what cards are coming at you because they're flipped over, and you're basically in a tank, and you've got your side cannon, your top cannon, and a machine gun. So they keep shooting at stuff, and you gotta, it's a management resource. In essence, you gotta save this cannon. Yeah. That's the last war game.
Okay. All right. So, for me, of course we know. I think it was it was Pavlov's house. I just got through playing out.
Didn't you just do something on the Combat Commander, one of the battle packs?
Well, that was the last video I made. I did that, but I'm about to break out a bunch of things that I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back to the March thing because I just got a whole bunch of new stuff here, and I'm going to show it off to you once we go full screen again. What are your favorite World War II counters? Now, this is a tough one.
I read that this morning because I've got two. When I wake up in the morning, I've got three things that happen. My coffee.
Oh, time out. Scott, thank you for joining the show. Dan is a permanent co-host. It's Dan and me versus the world. Going forward, that's the way we're doing it.
That's what I tell my daughter.
Oh, okay. Then it's you and your daughter versus the world. Me and you for an hour on every other Wednesday. There we go. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so I got 3 things that happen in the morning. I got a routine.
Okay.
And I'm not just saying this because I'm here. I swear this is what it is, okay? May the eyeballs of my daughter come popping out of her head if I'm saying a lie right now.
Okay, let me put on glasses so I don't get any on me.
Okay. So my first thing is cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
My second thing is the BBC News.
Okay.
And actually, I'm wrong. My second thing is BGG News. And my third thing is BBC News. I swear that's my routine in the morning. I see what's going on, check out the war games. That's why I know that your question, what's your favorite counters? It was on this morning.
Right. So which game is your favorite counters, though?
My favorite counters,
from World War II. And it comes down to 2 games, and I'm really torn on it. Let's see how close we get.
Look, for sure, Lock and Load is in on one of them for sure.
Okay.
And I would say, you know what? I'm gonna say No Retreat: The Italian Front by Carl Paradis, published by GMT, because he honored me by putting my grandfather on a chit. So I'm going to have to go with that too.
For me, and I love the Lock and Load counters. I think they're some of the best. I'm torn between those. Those old school tactical, because they're big and they're oversized and they're beautiful on top of it. And I have to include this. And the only reason we don't have him on this show, I don't want it to be a 4-hour show. And that's Uwe, of course, Conflict of Heroes.
You know,
I'm right, aren't I?
Yeah, and I kind of feel bad mentioning only 2 companies because you had said, Dan, give me a couple of whatever.
I said a couple.
Because I let go so many other companies that, one, I don't think of right now, but of course, Uva, Flying Pig Games. I mean, the maps on Flying Pig Games, they're the size of my table, and they're beautiful.
Oh, I know.
You know?
I know. You want to skip half the battles just so you can get to the big battle and use the entire map.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, why am I marking off this little corner? All I want to do is just fight on this thing.
That's right.
All right. That's it for this week's. We're taking a look at BGG. If you guys got something interesting on your forums, put them up there, because we just might go through them and talk about your forum or your posts. So you're going to want to do that. I'm going to show you a couple of things that I got in this month so far. And, you know, we just don't get one thing. We get 900 things. I just got, and what I'm going to do is before I do this, so I can see myself at least. There we go. All right. So I just got this in Struggle for Europe, 1939, 1945. Worthington Publishing. I mean, do they stop making games ever?
No, and it's Grant and his son. It's a family affair, and I don't know what these guys. I don't think they sleep.
I mean, do you know how much I spend on these guys a month? Grant, write me. I also got Shiloh, April 6th to 7th, 1862. Another Worthington game. I mean, they were just. I mean, this month at Miniature Market, there were like 900 things. I mean, unbelievable. Stalingrad Besieged. All right, there's that.
Pulsifer.
Pardon me?
Lou Pulsifer.
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm swearing, but I'm not. It's his name.
And then we got War Along the Great Lakes, which really fascinated me. Another block game, which I love block games. I really do. The only one that I was a little disappointed in was the Holdfast North Africa. A little bit. I just think it needed to be fixed. I hope they redo it a little bit, because the map was beautiful. You know?
I mean, what was it about? What was it about it, Rob?
I just felt, you know, I played it like 9 or 10 times and I just got stuck. it almost seemed like you couldn't get enough resources to get through there. What was that castle game you guys are talking about? It's called Castle Itter, Itter, Scott.
Yeah, DVG.
It's a fantastic game. It's a good bridge game. We did a live playthrough of it. It was absolutely fantastic. It was pulse pounding. It has a pandemic type of feel to it for those of you that are new to wargaming. And that's what we really want to try to cater to is some of the people that are unsure of going into wargaming. It's, we're not here to overwhelm people. We want to be balanced. We want to be informative for the hardcore wargamer, and we want to bring something for the new wargamer to bring you in. And that's what we do.
Yep.
Also, we got Silent Victory. Okay. I was going to go get the other two, but I think I was supposed to have them coming from GMT, but I'm going to have to get the Hunter and the Hunted.
Yep. I got them.
Now, here's something I wanted to show you. This is from a company called Firelock Games. Now, I don't know if you are into a little bit of historical naval battles in the age of piracy. Okay. Yeah. But that's me. Okay. And it is a miniature game. So it's a lot of fun. I played it, I think at a Hurricane last year. They were debuting it, and it was fantastic. And they finally came out with it with a ton of expansions for it. So I got that too.
Well, that's very cool.
Boy, that took up half the show.
And you haven't played it. You played it at the con. Is it difficult, Rob? Is it difficult?
No, it's a very entry-level game. Now, if I compared it to Sails of Glory, okay, which is I got it right here for crying out loud. It is from Ares Games.
Okay.
The best thing about the Ares Games is everything's completely painted. You get this beautifully ship. Of course they're about $10-15 a ship.
Oh.
This guy right here,
Rough Swordsman.
Holy cow, bro! What a nice channel you have.
Yep.
I listen. Everybody that's out there that's listening to us now, I don't know why this guy don't have like 20,000 people following him. All right, what a nice job he's done. I've sat and watched his videos. I did my Castle Itter, and then I went back and I watched his all the way through. It was phenomenal. The passion that he puts into it, the way he did it, the way he talked. I mean, I wish I had that much talent. I mean, just a wonderful job. I love your channel. Fantastic channel. Great job, my friend. Absolutely. Kudos to you. Welcome. Thanks for being here. We appreciate having you here. I love sea battles. Sadly, I have no opponents. Let me tell you something. I'm going to get Dan on here. Okay, and we're going to do a live battle. Yeah, I've got it all figured out with all the different cameras how I can change this up. You gotta trust me on this one. I got this. Maybe we'll do something cool like that. He just got Hunters and Silent Victory, so now I can't get them because he's just gonna ruin it for me and do a better job than I can ever do. And then you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna go, oh well, I'm not gonna. Why am I gonna make a video? This guy just made the best video that you could ever make.
Oh man.
I'll tell you. Now is the time you are happy to have some solo games to play. Yeah. Well, you kind of got a point there. Listen, let me just say this, okay? We're not going to mention it. We're not going to talk about it because, this is a time when Dan and I want to come on and make you forget about all the problems in the world. I'll be honest with you, okay? We're here to talk games, talk things. It's tough enough the way things are, this time. And I think just by being here and just keep doing what we do, we're going to try to make things better. We're here to help. Okay, we're not here to complain about it. We're going to do the best we can to help you get through it. Got anything to say about that, Dan? I said it all.
Yeah, nothing to say.
I haven't played any Hunters Hunted Silent Victory titles yet. I am playing through a bunch of Zulu-related titles right now. Ooh, there's a couple of really good ones. As a matter of fact, I think
you just did one, didn't you?
Yeah, I just did Victory's Cross 2.
Yeah.
I got to get the updated version though. That version that I played was the older version.
When did you get it?
I had somebody send it to me, and it's actually going in an auction, but I wanted to do a review of it because I was just fascinated with it. But I thought he just came out with a new edition of it. Yeah, no, I've got to get my hands on it. I've got to order that one too. And
I know there's another Zulu game that one of my
Victory games. It was Zulu on the Ramparts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic game.
Yep.
I actually did a playthrough of that as well, and oh my god, that game was just so much fun.
I love it, man.
Mm-hmm. You are much welcome, my friend. You deserve it. I think everybody needs to go check out that channel. Definitely check out that channel. Nice avatar picture there, Yoda. Oh, okay, you guys. Let's just see if there's anything else here. But so anyways, Herschel, do you ever play any Arkham horror games? Yes, I do. Matter of fact, I have still in the wrapper the entire series, and I got at a flea market find, and believe it or not, we were going to do a full-on Arkham Horror First Edition. There you go.
So if I'm going to get Arkham Horror, Rob, I'm going to get the first edition.
Well, if you can, you can't. Now there's like the second or third edition or whatever they want to call it. And it's...
I don't know why they do that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, I don't know. Richard Launius is a genius. Whoever decided to reinvent the wheel, you want to put a spin on it, I don't think it's... That's my opinion. My opinion don't mean nothing. It was Rob's playthrough of Victoria Cross that set me off on playing all the Zulu titles I own. There's another one. I think it was from SPI. That was supposed to be real good. The Zulu title.
No, you
got if I leave it to Kabuki, she'll come up with it in about 4 seconds. That's for sure. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I love putting everybody's thing on here. Boom. Too much talk of other stuff everywhere. Appreciate getting a break from that here. Well, that's what we do. All right. We're here to help. All right. So let me go down to here. Okay. Now I'm all caught up with all the little things. Soldiers of the Queen. That's another game from SBI. Yes. Soldiers of the Queen. It was actually very, very interesting. I used to have it. Doggone it.
Is that the one you were talking about?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the one. I can't remember. I would look it up. But hey, this show's only about an hour and a half to 5 hours. So, we got a lot to squeeze in here. So, one of the things I wanted to ask you, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you got coming up on the channel?
You mean on the No Enemies Here?
Yeah, no enemies here.
Well, it's funny that you asked that.
Because it's a funny thing. I don't understand why you don't put the in front of. I don't know. Like your name down there. How come we don't have the Dan in front of you?
I don't know what to say, Rob. But answering your question there, what do I have coming up on the channel? That's funny that you ask me that, because it's you guys, the content creators, that are going to have what I have coming up on the channel. So the next video you do, that's what's coming up on my channel. The next video Kyle Seeley does, that's what I'm going to have coming up on my channel. So if you guys don't do squat, there ain't no news. So So you're saying, Dan, this great. No, you guys. If you guys weren't there, I wouldn't be here. Because I just transfer information. And Rob is doing this today. Actually, I called you the strong man of war games. I don't know if you've heard that before.
Yeah, you asked me if you
I
could
always
say that.
preface it. I always say Rob Oren, the strong man of war games.
And then you decide to use like the worst picture that you can of me, and I know it's an inside joke because usually I'm doing one of these. Or
it's, what can I say?
I will find you. What game would you like to see remastered from the past?
I've got an answer right away.
Go ahead.
Ambush.
Ooh.
Ambush and all its modules.
Yep.
All of them.
I'm gonna call Ambush and all its modules. I think we just answered it right there.
But I spoke to Eric Lee Smith and John Butterfield, the guys who created Ambush. Mm-hmm. It's like when you ask them that question, they laugh. Never. Because it said it was such a headache creating that game with the sleeve and the paragraphs and all that. So
just reprint it. Why not just reprint it?
Because I don't know who owns the rights to the game.
Well, we need to find them.
Maybe it's the big man in the sky called Hasbro.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's right. Probably is Hasbro. Origins of World War II could use a remake.
The old Avalon Hill there, Cab. The old Avalon Hill.
Yep. Let's take a look here. Another older Zulu title from Command Magazine, Like Lions They Fought. Yeah. Oh man, I remember that. You gotta go find all those old magazines, bro.
It's gonna cost me a fortune. I'm Canadian. I spend 30% more. Every time you spend $1, I spend $1.30 plus shipping.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, do you have a copy of Ambush?
Yes, I have a copy of Ambush.
Yeah, I do too. I had to break it out.
And the first module, Move Out.
I think I have everything.
Rob.
I think I have it all. I think I was missing one thing. I can't remember what. I gotta break it out. Maybe I'll break it out.
You want to sell it?
No. You're gonna have to pry it from my dead hands.
Yeah. Yes. Thanks.
Kyle would like to see a new version of Empires in Arms. That's it.
I don't know that one.
You don't know that one?
Empires in Arms?
I believe. Oh God. Oh God. Who? All right, we're gonna have to wait for him to tell us who. I don't think that's not a. Is that an SPI? That's not an SPI, is it?
I have no idea. You're older than me, Rob. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a lot older than you. Admiral Wars is a pretty good remake. Okay. All right. Yeah, Avalon Hill game from 1970, I believe. That was Kabuki when she Origins of World War II.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Robert Moffat, how are you, my friend? I had aliens in the expansions and traded them away years ago like an idiot. Nah, come on,
Robert.
Come on. Okay, here we go. We're gonna get our answer. It's Avalon Hill. I knew it was something like that. Of course, I said SBI. Empire in Arms is an old Avalon Hill title, grand strategic Napoleonic title. 7 players, epic.
7 players. How logistically, how is that possible?
By mail.
Yeah.
Remember those?
Yeah.
By mail.
I remember that.
Okay. All right. So let's talk a little bit about our good friends over at Lock and Load Publishing. I'm going to tell you something. They're on fire right now.
They're on fire.
They are on fire right now.
That's a good way of putting it. They're on fire.
They're on fire. I mean, there's only one way to put it. I mean, absolutely everything they touch. It's like gold. I mean, I've seen some things lately that I'm not giving anything away. But I'm going to leave it to you. I'm going to let you pull out the first game. And I have a pile here. Hold on. I got to make a little room because I put all those other games.
Now, Rob, how are you doing this? Are you going any order or are you going from...
Any order.
Okay.
Whatever you feel like talking about. If you want to talk about from your least to your best, or do you want to talk about your best to your least? It don't matter.
No, I'm just going to go in no particular order.
There are no particular order. We had to pick out 5 games that meant something to us. From now, think of how many expansions, and we said all expansions, everything in the catalog, okay? And we said, pull it out, and you could only bring 5 to the show. Only 5 to the show. Not 6. 5.
Now, okay. I don't know if I misunderstood there, Rob.
Uh-oh.
But
you have a chance to adjust and redeem yourself.
I could adjust, no problem. But I'm just...
Do you ever think that maybe we should talk before we actually do a show?
No. But if I have a game and an expansion comes with it, can we count that as one?
Sure.
Then that's fine.
Sure.
We're good.
Sure. But if that expansion improved that, if that expansion really stood out for you, like I have one that well, let's just do it.
Okay.
Because it kind of counts.
Who goes first there?
Oh, it's you.
Me?
You are the leader of men. I am just merely here to follow you.
Okay, so in no particular order.
Ladies and gentlemen, no particular order.
Okay, this is a lock and load thing. So one of the first games that I got by lock and load that I really enjoyed, and I still enjoy today.
Okay.
Was Nuclear Winter 68.
Really?
Now, why do I like this game? Did I hear you say, why do I like this game?
No, I was just about to say why, because I have to tell you this. I do not have that. Why do I not have it? There's only so much money I can spend. Well, you're going to tell me why I need to go buy this. And why I need to do a full playthrough of this.
Well, yeah, a full playthrough would be nice, Rob. Let me tell you. But I mean,
you want me to do a playthrough? Tell me why I should do a playthrough, and tell me why.
Okay.
This game, in no particular order, made your top 5.
Do you like Fallout?
Yes.
Okay, then get this game.
That's all. We get.
Okay, so
no, go ahead.
The reason why I like this game is because it's like Fallout. First of all, it's World War II, but you're going to say, but it's 1968, Dan. Don't you know how to count? Well, no, but I'm just letting you know that it's World War II. It's an alternate history thing. Hitler's dead, but Himmler, that psychopath, he went underground. And then the States, NATO and Russia, they're together on this one. They shellacked Germany. They burnt it with atomic bombs, fried. So they go underground till 1968. So they shellacked it in 1948. So in 1968, they decide to come out. But before then, NATO, I'm going to say NATO because of the States and Russia together, Warsaw Pact, whatever. They flew over Germany to see if there's anybody alive. And there were people that were alive. But these people, they're called the Black Hand. And they hide. So let's say, Rob, you take Germany and I take NATO, Russia, and the States. And we're playing and we're fighting together and I'm beating you silly. I'm just shellacking you. The Black Hand just pops out of nowhere. And they don't choose sides. So it's like zombie, not real zombies, but but they're radiated people. They come out of nowhere, and if you're close to them, they're gonna attack you. If they're close to me, they're gonna attack me and change the tide of the battle. Plus, they got these huge monsters called Ravers, I think, and they're as high as a mountain, so they're level 1. You can't see past them because they're so huge, and they walk slowly, and it takes a lot to take them out. Yeah. Now, have I convinced you?
I'm going to have to go get this game.
Okay.
And I'm going to have to get it out because the minute you said there's these big, huge guys that you can't see past.
Bigger than you. Okay, maybe not.
I mean, let's not get crazy.
Sorry.
All right. Okay.
I'm getting too comfortable.
Yeah. No, this sounds. How are the maps on it?
Beautiful maps, man. They're dark maps. People have complained about the map color because it's desolate. Mm-hmm. So it's very brown.
Okay, but what's left?
Exactly. What's left?
Right.
They shellac the whole thing. It's just rubble. But Rob, the expansion.
Oh.
Now there's heroes. There's more monsters. There's mechs. There's a new faction that reminds me of an anime, a Japanese anime called Jinro, where they're like German. They wear German helmets. Their faces are all covered up.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, they look like robots, but they're humans.
I thought you were going to say they look like Rob.
No, well, yeah. I mean, they're that beastie. You know what I mean? And I mean, there's telekinesis. Mm-hmm. There's pyrokinesis. So if you have this hero there, he can fry you. There's a new faction. When you die, you become a corpse, but the corpse stays on the map because there's another hero that can bring those corpses back to life. Oh man, look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with you. I hope it's still in stock.
And no, it's reprinted.
It's reprinted?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to get my hands on that.
Yes, bro. Sir. And don't forget to get the expansion.
I'll make sure that I get both. And you know what? We'll do it like I do everything else live.
I would love to see you do a playthrough of that.
I think I will, just because. Okay, so right now we're not going to be perfect at 5 and 5. Now I'm not going to show mine. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go all the way through.
Oh,
and if you hold on, if you match something with me, I will rebuttal. And then whatever I have left over that isn't in there, I will do my part, and I will try to sell you on that part.
Okay,
we're making up the rules as we go.
Okay, so you know what, Rob?
It's our show. We do whatever we want.
So you know what? I'm gonna try to stall you. That's my. I'm gonna see if we got the same stuff. But here's my next one. Okay.
Okay.
And it's a reprint now, and it's a huge reprint. But I've got the first edition with the expansion, and that's Space Infantry. I thought I was gonna stall you, man. Oh man.
I'm gonna go. Now you have the expansion too. You're counting that as well?
Of course, I've got the expansion.
Well, all right. So I have the new edition. Okay.
I don't have it.
Okay, I have the new edition, and go ahead. Talk this game up, and then I'll tell you my thoughts.
Well, the reason why I like this game, again, I love sci-fi. I love war.
Too.
And it reminds me very much of Paul Verhoeven, if I'm not mistaken his name. What's that movie? Bugs there.
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers, man.
Yeah. Look, they just said it on there. I wish I still had my copy of A&L's original Starship Troopers, which is one of my favorite games that I have. Well, but this, oh my God.
Starship Troopers, like you choose your squad. You have so many points. You choose your squad. And it's a chit pull system in terms of, I forget, when you pull, is it still chit pull? in the new version?
You could do two things. Okay, you could dice it, or you could chip pull.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, I like the dice because I'm a dice chugger at heart. Okay, even though the chip pull's entered, the thing that I don't like about the chip pull, and I'm going to tell you what, you can calculate what numbers that you have left.
Yes.
All right, where I like things to be more random and get in my face, and then I have to problem solve my way out of it. Or, man, I stink. Why can't I roll? What I need. I like that feel. Where if I pull out all the ones, I know that I can mow right through this because I either have a 3 or 4, 5, or 6 that I can pull, and that's the one thing I don't like.
I agree with you.
Yeah. I mean, if it was something completely really, if there were 50 of the chits to pull, that would be fine. Yeah. Because then you really don't know what you're pulling out.
No, it's like you're counting cards. If you're counting cards, you know what's going on.
Yeah. The way you can do it is if you pull that chit, put it back in, but they tell you to keep it out. I'd rather put it back in there, and now you really do have a randomness to it.
I never thought about that. You're right. Yeah,
but I really, really, really love the whole point of rolling the dice. Yeah. Adding that dice mechanism really is phenomenal.
And that's the thing with lock and load in the games I'm going to talk about. That randomness, those events that just pop up. I love that. I love it.
Oh God.
It just makes the game so much more, we
can bounce back and forth with this game because we're both on the same thing. The thing that gets me about this is that when you turn over those cards and you see the abilities that you need, you can go, okay, let me try to build my team towards that. Okay. So you build your team out. And then you go there, and it doesn't work because that timer is. The people don't realize. Oh, you have 40. I think it's 40 turns or something like that. Oh, you should be able to.
No,
you get stuck.
Yeah,
and it takes you 3 or 4 turns to get through something, or there's a roadblock and you got to go around. Well, now all of a sudden that timer's eating away, and it's eating away, and the game is just brilliant.
I love it.
Oh.
And you know what? In the original version, because the second version is also done by Blackwell Hurd. But the original guy who did it is Gottardo Zancani. Now, if that's not a sci-fi name, nothing is. But I mean, even Blackwell Hurd. I mean, could you imagine what this guy Blackwell looks like? I think he could take you, Rob.
I don't think so. Blackwell is usually a skinny guy with a little flurry thing here. Well, Blackwell, should we hang them or not?
You know what? I think you're right.
Yeah, I know I'm right.
Oh, man.
Come on now. Come on, bro.
Okay. Sorry, man. Sorry.
Herschel says, I have both editions and expansions of Space Infantry. The original was great. The new one has so much more content. It is overwhelming. I did a live playthrough, and it was one of the best times I've had in a long time. And it's just, there's so much here. There's just so much here. I mean, it's glorious. So we matched on one. Okay.
All right. I mean,
it's kind of funny because I have some expansions here. So,
but you know, and you're right. These guys, Lock and Load Publishing, they're on fire. Fire.
Yeah. When you get a game like that, and a lot of people go, oh my God, it's $100. Well, you're getting $100.
Oh, absolutely.
You're getting $200 that you might pay from some other company.
Absolutely.
Okay. You're getting, I mean, I opened up some of these boxes and I go, are you kidding me?
No, it's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Love them. I need an 8x10 of David just so I can have it in the game room here. If he keeps going the way he's going, it'd be me, my Godzillas, and David.
And I'll tell you something: if David
and Herman and Mark Walker, let's not forget them.
If David keeps going the way he's going, he's a dead man. Because he's the guy works. It's something's not up here. Something like workaholic. I thought Frank Zappa was a workaholic. This guy's the worst I've ever seen.
Yeah. Maybe seen some out-of-pocket versions of Ogre. Oh, Ogre. Ogre is a great science fiction game. When it comes to war games, I love antiquities. I love the sci-fi. I love World War II. It's just a whole experience for me. I mean, I don't know about you, Dan, but there's something about sci-fi.
I like sci-fi, man.
Yeah, me too.
But no, I like sci-fi. I've got nothing else to say. I love sci-fi.
There you go. All right, game number 3. Look, you act like you act like you're going to pass a stone or something.
Well, okay. This is, okay, whatever.
Ooh.
Okay, and the reason why I chose this one is because of the Exocet missile, the one that the Brits were really scared of when this was happening. Because I remember when this was happening, man. I was actually following it, and I could not believe that Britain was at war with Argentina. Argentina, what's the matter with you? Like, what's the matter? You're against Britain. They got allies. They're gonna shellac you, man. But you know what? It was a hell of a battle, man.
There were a couple things that they didn't expect.
No, exactly. Well,
that Argentina tried to pull. What's that?
They didn't expect to shoot the Exocet missile. Like, they won't dare do that.
And they got hit.
They got hit bad, man.
They got hit bad. They had to send a couple back, and it wasn't an easy trip. I mean, it wasn't like you were going. I'll be back in a minute. I forgot my tennis shoes.
No. That was a tough battle, and it looks like the moon. These guys were fighting hand to hand, like hand to hand. This is like 30 years ago. They're fighting hand to hand. Who fights hand to hand anymore?
No, not many.
No.
Unless you're watching UFC or something like that.
Yeah.
That's about it. All right. I didn't. Nope.
Okay, Rob.
All right. So that was number.
Number doesn't matter. Remember, we're not counting, but that was number 3.
Yeah, that was number 3. So let's see what number 4 is. So we only matched one so far.
Okay. The reason why I chose this system, this game, is because I love what it represents, and I love to teach people. I love to teach people war games that are interesting and that are easy, man. But you still learn something. You learn movement. You learn a line of sight and range. 3 things is fine to learn, and it's the tank on tanks, man.
I don't have those.
With its expansions inside each box.
Oh, I got to get those. I don't have those.
You're a seasoned wargamer, and I know you're gonna appreciate this because of its simplicity. It's not a game you're gonna bring on the table all the time, but when you have a guy saying, "Hey, Rob, I'd like to play a war game. Can you suggest me a war game?" Well, you're going to go for easy war games. You're not going to pick Empire of the Sun by Mark Herman, for God's sake.
No.
So you're going to pull out a tank. Who doesn't like tanks? Who doesn't like tanks?
That's first of all, simple is fun. Okay, you get it to the table. Tank on tank is fun. It's fun.
It's fun.
Oh, it's
fun, and you get to play with big tanks.
And I've been itching to get my hands on that. Especially for the show. I bring in stuff for the show, Rob's Tabletop World at YouTube. but you know, it was one of those things. Somebody had sent a copy for us to raise charity with, and I'm looking at it. I go, you know, I could just give some money to charity and keep this. And I'm looking at it, and it was an older version of it.
Yeah.
And I must have sat there for an hour looking at it. I go, boy, this looks good. Started going through it, and I went, boy, this is good.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun, man.
Put it in the box and had to auction it off for charity. Oh, that was painful. But now you convinced me. Guess what? 68 tank on tank.
With the expansions.
With everything they have.
Yeah.
With everything.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 2 videos you got me doing now.
I'm watching them.
Okay.
Okay, I guess this is my last one, and you know
all right, last one. Then guess what?
We're gonna connect.
We only matched one.
No, we're gonna connect. Connect.
I think I did it a little differently, but it kind of. I think you'll see that we kind of are common, but not. Go ahead.
Of course.
Oh, there it is. All right, 2. Oh my God.
Oh my God is right. Okay.
Oh my God.
Now, obviously, with its expansions, and I feel like I'm making a commercial for Lock and Load here. I'm such a fanboy, but
that's all right.
You know, and they even have, and it's probably, I don't know. It comes with smaller maps, but then there's the X maps. You got this, Rob?
No.
Look, talk to me, Rob.
Do you want me to get off right now and just have this the Dan show?
Hey, you know, but they have smaller maps that come with the game, and they're fine. They're awesome, okay? But then, you know, I mean, we're getting older, right, Rob?
Oh, I can't even see you.
Yeah, and the thing is, these X maps make the squares super huge, so you can put 2 or 3 chits per square, and you don't have to squint. Where am I? It's just
for the love of Mike.
Yeah. So
phenomenal.
And the thing is that it comes with a lot of stuff. Okay, I mean, you're gonna pay what for this game? $70. Sometimes it's on sale. You'll get it for $50. I'm assuming, and for $50, even for $70, you get a lot of game in here, man. There's a lot of chits. There's like 800 chits or something.
Oh God, I mean, there's like a lifetime of stuff.
It weighs a ton, and you have a book of scenarios. Like, I don't know how many scenarios you have, man. 30, 40 scenarios. No more than that.
No, there's more than that.
Yeah.
I mean, it just, you know, there's been a lot of Normandy games. Let's face it. Okay, let's just call it what it is. There's a lot of Normandy games. This one stands out, and the reason it stands out is how it makes it so strategic, but yet so easy. You know what I mean? The rules, the way it's explained, the book, the way it flows. It's a great and fantastic experience, and it's something that when you take the time to invest into this game, you're hooked.
You're hooked.
I mean, you are hooked, and you are there, and you are putting in the work, and before you know it, you've got 4 scenarios in, and you go, well, I think that about covers it. Oh no. You're just getting started. No, because then it just adds, and it twists and turns, and it adds even more. And before you know it, you really, the whole Hero series is phenomenal.
And Rob, for me, I like narrative. I like to see a story happen in my head. I'm very moved. Okay? So, have you watched Band of Brothers?
No, we've had a discussion. You know why I won't watch it? I'll tell you why. because I hate that punk Ross.
Oh, I knew it. I remember.
I can't. Yeah, remember that? I cannot stand Friends. Okay, it was the dumbest show. The guy was a sappy. Oh, Rachel, I really. Nobody does that. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Look, he gets his.
I want to talk to the guy and say, hand in your man card. Okay, just hand it over and scissor it up. You don't whine.
No,
okay.
He gets.
There's no crying in girlfriends.
He gets his just dessert, man, or deserve.
I heard that. I actually have it. As a matter of fact, I pulled it out.
Rob, you have to watch it.
And I've got the whole thing. Yeah, I got the metal case edition.
Rob, you have to watch it.
Yep, I will.
You have to watch it.
Promise you.
So anyways, going back to Band of Brothers. So you do the Normandy thing, right? You start with the game and you have about 1,000 scenarios, right? So you go on the beaches of Normandy and it's how do you say it? It follows there. What's that?
Yeah, it progressions.
Whatever, yeah. But what you can do also is you can stop. And just like Saving Private Ryan, you can go on another. You take these 4 guys or 5 guys and you go on another mission with We Stand Alone. This is the Battles of Easy Company. These are the guys from Band of Brothers. And you have a whole other shellackins worth of video of scenarios. But this time it's personal. Every single chit in there is personal. So when you're in a battle, Rob, let's say you and me, we were in a battle. And let's say I was captain. And, I love you, Rob. But,
I've had enough of you.
Do I stand the first now, Rob? Who's going to go first? So I've got that dilemma in my head. Who's going to go first? And it's a game. This game, is that what it does? It makes me freak out of a little a paper chit saying who's going to go first. It's just paper. It ain't paper to me, man.
No.
But anyways, I love it. I think
fantastic. All right, so that's your 5. We connected on 2, so I've got 3 left.
So sorry for talking too much, Ron.
No, that's what we do here, and we're gonna go over an hour, which is fine. Are you okay with that?
I'm okay.
Okay, me too.
What about Kabukikid? Is Kabuki okay with that?
Kabuki, you all right with that? We'll check with her. All right, so for me, okay. This kind of goes in tandem, so I'll tie this in together. Hold on. And when you think you have it all, when you think you have all the answers, just when you think you have all the answers, they change the questions, okay? Because they give you this curling box, okay, which is just full of lead, okay? This together is an unbelievable experience. Now, I've heard the haters, okay? Oh, well, yeah, there's actually been a few out there. Well, it's not realistic enough for my view. Did anybody fight in 85? No.
It's hypothetical.
Yeah, it's hypothetical. Did anybody fight in 85? No. Okay. No. But you get so much here. It's another one of those things, overstuffed.
Yeah.
Okay. They don't try to chip you out. They don't try to cheap you out and go, well, we'll make it a series that'll come over the next 5 years and try to squeeze every dollar out of you. What they say is, listen, it's as simple as this. You give us your money. We're going to make sure that you get quality, you get goodness, you get great things. Come try our game. We're going to pull you in. Now, this is where I met Mo, was when they were demoing this at BGG Con. Shameless plug for the mighty BGG. And, they got that nice little war room, which you have to go to. You're going to have to go to if we ever have another con again. But they were showing this off, and I watched how they were, the passion of them explaining their game. There's a lot of people that try to sell you a game. But then there's people that are passionate about what they do, and they show their passion for their game. So you can either be a salesman or you could be somebody passionate and show off your game. These guys were passionate and showed off their games and their wares.
And they believe in the system.
They believe in their system, and it works.
And it works.
And it works. I'll tell you something. One of the things that really blow me away is the leadership, how leadership works. Okay, and how you have to be within a certain range, but you can still find that leadership. You can still qualify for that leadership to be able to activate. But if you're not there, if you're not smart and you're not moving properly and you're not thinking out your moves, and somebody gets in that way and cuts that off from you, you know, you're dead in the water. And then, just some smart stuff that goes on here. I mean, storming the gap is just.
I'd like to show you. Can I show you something, Rob?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna have to get up and get it.
Go ahead. That's all right. We believe in not professional telecasts. That's the way I feel about it. Oh no. All right, here we go.
Like, I'm 5'4", okay? So.
Oh, no. I thought you all were a 5'5".
So, look at this.
Okay. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Where'd you get that?
At WBC. I stole it.
Oh, WBC, if you're looking for a map.
And they had this, and this is made out of vinyl.
Yes.
It's the World at War map. All of the maps stuck together.
Mm-hmm.
And they had it for display. So, I mean, when it was time to wrap up, these guys, like David and Lock and Low, the least amount of things they bring home, the better. So I said, "Can I have that?" And they were like, "Yeah."
Matter of fact, Godzilla Lover was asking a question. Do they have games based on things like Custer's Last Stand and the Alamo? Yes, they do. Alamo Remembered from Victory Games. Try this one. This is a really good game because there's no way you can win. It's just how well can you do.
Is that Herman?
No, Alan Emmerich.
Oh, Alan Emmerich. Okay.
Alan did this one. Classic. Love it. Got it for $1 at a flea market.
$1.
$1. In Canadian, that would be $1.25.
At least.
Like
125.
So, number 4. Yeah, this is my 4, right?
Well, hold on. That's not fair, man. That's is that a prototype?
No. No, I this is the one that I copied from my original because I love this book so much. I don't want to ruin I don't want to ruin that book. So I made copies of this one so I can mark off certain things. Very simply, the core rules. Mm-hmm. This version 5 core rules is the most solid thing I've seen in a long time.
It's wonderful.
Okay, I mean, just absolutely superb. It fits everything that they have. It gives you everything that you need.
In every era.
And it ties in everything.
Everything. Okay,
just phenomenal. Phenomenal.
And the thing is, I'm sure people are saying, "Oh my God, it's a huge book." Man, you reference it.
It's referenced. It's clear. It's concise. This 5th edition, I just when I got this, I went, okay, I'm making a copy because I don't want to ruin this. And that's when I know I got something special. And it was just easy to just sit down and break down apart. And very clear. Is there a lot? There's more pictures to show you and more examples to show you.
Examples of play and all that, man.
Then there are the rules.
Yes.
They want to make sure that they make it easy. So if you have a problem, a reading deficit, or anything like that, that you can get through it. Yeah. I mean, we all get to a point where we can't sit there with some of these books that takes 4 hours to read.
Oh
and
my
then,
God.
But the fifth part, and because
I'm curious now, man. I'm curious.
The thing is that I was going to add in the expansion.
Oh, you could.
No, the expansion for space infantry, because that map is massive.
You're talking about the space infantry map.
Yeah, the new one, the new expansion.
Okay.
It's 2 maps together.
Okay.
It's huge. Okay. The whole campaign through it is just ridiculous. So I was going to include that, but I think it's really important that I make this the 5th one. And this is the solo assistant, The Nations at War and World at War 85. What?
Yeah, I don't have it.
You got to get this. Smart. I try to fool it. I try to mess with it. And the best thing that they say in here, if you're unsure of something, do what you think is right. And I love that part, because you go down the list and you go, well, they would do this. And then it just answers it, because it makes you honest. It really does. It makes you honest, because you sit there and go, yeah, they would rather do this than that. I mean, they'd rather kill my commander than,
obviously.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah.
So smart, so clean, so concise.
And love war games.
Oh, I do. And what a fantastic job they're doing. They're knocking it out of the water.
You said they're on fire. These guys are on fire.
They're on fire. So that's our 5. So we matched up 2 out of 5.
I thought we were going to match up more than that, man.
I thought we were going to be at least 4 out of 5, 4. I thought 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5. Because I thought you were going to come with the World at War.
I don't have it.
How is that? Why is this?
Because I live in Canada.
Ugh. All right. Well, you know what? We're going to do another one. We're going to do another one of these in 2 weeks. We're going to pick another company. We're not going to spoil it. But I'm going to let you know everything that I have from that company. And then you let me know everything that you have.
And okay, how's that going to work?
I'll call you on the phone like I normally do.
I mean, how's that going to work? So we're not.
Nah. We'll just keep it the way it is. I like the way it is, because I got to see things I didn't see. Because you have things that I don't have. Now I'm like, I got to have that 68.
Oh, it's awesome.
I mean,
and you see, Rob, war games, right? We're talking about war games.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm sure you and I can sit down at a table, have a beer or something, and we can just talk for 3, 4, 5 hours about what did you think about that game? What about that move that guy did? And I don't want to put down any other game, this and that, but what other system and or what Euro game will give you that 3-4 hour camaraderie talk and like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm actually asking the questions. What Euro game would do that?
Well, like I always say, I like Euro games, but
I like Euro games.
I like Euro games, but the truth is, I'm tired of farming wheat. There's almost so much corn I can gather, coal,
fish.
I don't know, but I can always blow something up.
I mean, if you're a goner, well, then just charge the machine gun nest, because there might be a chance in hell that you're gonna make it, but you're not gonna make it.
But you don't know. Where you know that if you go over that space, you're gonna get too wheat.
Yeah.
You're gonna get too bread.
Yeah.
But you don't know if you're gonna get to that nest and you're gonna get what you.
No.
I'm gonna get them. They killed my commander. I swear. I'm gonna go in there. Pop, 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 pop. No, you didn't make it. Nice roll, kid.
And that's it. I mean, the game was going to be over anyways. You might as well, no guts, no glory.
No guts, no glory. And then there's just that moment. There you go. Euro or Ameritrust. You know what? Games are games. If everybody's playing a game, that's the most important thing. For us, this is a show about war games. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a Euro game show. You never know.
I had a game of morels, mushroom picking with my wife just this afternoon. So you see?
There you go. There you go. Well, Dan, we did it again. This is the second one that we got in the books. Now, join us in 2 weeks because this is a bi-weekly thing. Okay? Because next week we're doing painting. We got to fit the painting into. I can't do 3 shows in a day. Can I? Probably. You never know. We'll see. Maybe if we get enough comments that you want to see this weekly, we'll be more than happy to figure out a way to make this weekly. If you don't mind it being bi-weekly, we'll do it bi-weekly, but we can do it weekly. That's up to you, the fans, and we're going to leave it in your hands for sure. So, Dan, stay on the line, of course. And for everybody that stuck their head in here, I want to thank you so much for coming by and checking out our show. It means the world to me. It means the world to Dan to have your support. Be sure to support and check out Dan. He comes out with a couple of videos. He does some interviews. He does his news segment every Saturday. Be sure you check him out at No Enemies Here.
Rob, did we do a live interview, you and I?
Yes, we did. And that could have gone for 4 hours, but you had to go spend time with your wife.
Yeah.
Remember that one? Yeah, we'll have to do another one.
Yeah.
And talk about more or nothing.
Yeah.
And I got to get on that Whiskey Charlie show too.
Yeah.
I just ended up working last night, and there's nothing you can do about that.
Well, so Rob, where do you work? What did you do?
And like I said, everybody, I hope you'll join us possibly next week or the week after, and make sure that you like and subscribe here at BGG TV. They've got so many great content, so much coming out all the time. You got Chaz, you got Rodney, you got Game Night, you got everybody, you got Steph, and hey, even Aldi shows up even once in a while. And don't forget to like and subscribe over at Rob's Tabletop World on YouTube and on Twitch. Make sure you smash that like button to no end, and as always, be safe. Remember, tomorrows are never guaranteed. For my dear friend Dan, the man, the human highlight reel himself, okay? All 4 of himself in all his greatness. And myself, your old pal Rob. We'll see you guys soon.